So, you've spent 3 hours in front of the mirror. Your contour is absolutely snatched. Your lashes are defying gravity, and honestly, you have never felt more like the masterpiece you are. You look incredible. But then, the hunger hits. Or maybe it's that dinner date you've been looking forward to all week at that slightly too fancy bistro downtown. Suddenly, a wave of pure panic sets in. You start thinking, how on earth am I supposed to navigate a 3-course meal without ending up with more lipstick on my chin than on my face? Or worse, what if a stray drop of balsamic vinaigrette decides to make a permanent home on my foundation? It's a struggle. Honey, believe me, I've been there, sitting in a booth, staring at a burger like it's a landmine. But here's the thing, you deserve to take up space. You deserve to enjoy a world-class meal, and you absolutely deserve to do it while looking like a total queen. Today on My Life, My Rules, we are talking about the fine art of dining elegantly while wearing heavy makeup. We're going to cover everything from the pre-game prep to the secret techniques of the dainty bite, because your identity and your expression should never, ever keep you from enjoying a night out on the town. Listen, let's be real for a second. For many of us in the cross-dressing and trans community, being out in public in full glam is already a vulnerable experience. You're navigating stairs, you're navigating your own internal monologue, and the last thing you want is a makeup malfunction to break your confidence. It's not just about the food, is it? It's about feeling seamless. It's about that feeling of being polished from the moment you walk in to the moment you ask for the check. When we wear heavy makeup, especially a full coverage drag style or high glam look, the face becomes a bit of a delicate ecosystem. It's beautiful, but it's fragile. One wrong move with a napkin, and you've swiped away an hour of blending. One splash of soup, and your highlight is history. But honestly, the secret to dining elegantly isn't about avoiding food. It's about strategy. It's about moving with a bit of intention and knowing exactly what your products can handle. First things first, we have to talk about the foundation of the whole night, and I mean that literally. If you know you're going out to eat, your makeup process has to change just a little bit. We are talking industrial strength setting. If you aren't using a high-quality setting powder and a till death do us part setting spray, now is the time to start. You want that base to be bulletproof. When you're at the table, the steam from hot food or even just the heat of a crowded restaurant can start to soften your products. You need that barrier. And let's talk about the lips, because that's where the real battle is won or lost. Gloss is stunning. We love a high shine moment. But for dinner, it's a trap. Gloss migrates. It sticks to straws. It catches every stray crumb. If you're heading out for a full meal, a matte liquid lipstick is your best friend. Look for those long wear formulas that dry down completely. You want something that stays put through a glass of wine and a salad. Save the gloss for the after party or just a tiny dab in the center of your lips for photos, then blot it off before the appetizers arrive. Trust me, your chin will thank you later. Now, let's get into the actual logistics of the meal, because this is where the elegance truly happens. When you sit down, the first thing you do is take a deep breath. You belong here. You look radiant. Now, take that cloth napkin and place it firmly on your lap. This isn't just about protecting your outfit, though obviously we want to keep that dress pristine. The napkin is your safety net. But here's the golden rule. Never, ever wipe your mouth. I know, it sounds counterintuitive, but when you wipe, you smear. Instead, you dab. It's a light, vertical pressing motion. If you feel a bit of moisture on your lip, you take the corner of that napkin and you gently press it against the spot. You aren't trying to scrub the floor, you're just lifting away what doesn't belong there. It keeps your lip line crisp and your foundation intact. When it comes to ordering, let's be strategic, shall we? I'm not saying you have to order a bowl of ice cubes, but maybe think twice about the spaghetti bolognese or the giant overstuffed burrito. Anything that requires you to unhinge your jaw like a python is a risky move when you're rocking a full face. The goal is fork-sized bites. Think about dishes that are naturally elegant to eat. Salads that are chopped small, risotto, pieces of fish, or pasta shapes like penne or farfalle. These are easy to manage. You want things you can lift to your mouth without having to lean over the plate and risk a gravity-related makeup disaster. And here's a pro tip that changed my life. If you're eating something a bit larger, use your knife and fork to cut everything into tiny, manageable pieces before you even start. It feels a bit like you're prepping a meal for a toddler, but in reality, it allows you to maintain your posture and your poise. You can take a small bite, chew gracefully, and keep the conversation flowing without looking like you're wrestling with your food. Speaking of posture, let's talk about the theatrical lean. When most people eat, they lean their faces down toward the fork. When we're in full glam, we do the opposite. We bring the fork up to the face. Keep your head relatively level. Not only does this look incredibly regal and sophisticated, but it keeps your face away from any rising steam or splashing sauces. It also ensures that your neck stays elongated, which looks great if someone decides to snap a candid photo of you mid-meal. You're basically turning eating into a performance of grace. And when you do take a bite, try to open your mouth just wide enough for the fork. Avoid the big gulp approach. It keeps your lipstick from stretching and cracking, and it minimizes the risk of food touching the corners of your mouth where makeup tends to break down first. Now, drinks. This is a big one. Straws are your absolute best friend. Seriously, carry a few reusable ones in your purse if you have to. Drinking directly from a glass is a one-way ticket to ring around the lipstick. If you're at a nice place and a straw feels a bit too casual for your cocktail, just use the sip and blot method. Take a sip, and immediately after, use that dainty dabbing motion with your napkin to ensure nothing is running. If you're drinking wine, try to sip from the exact same spot on the glass every single time. It keeps the glass looking cleaner and prevents you from leaving lip prints all the way around the rim like a colorful crime scene. Honestly, the most important part of eating elegantly isn't actually about the fork or the lipstick. It's about your energy. If you're sitting there looking terrified that your nose contour is melting, people will pick up on that tension. But if you own the look, if you move with confidence and a little bit of humor, any tiny smudge becomes totally irrelevant. If you do get a little bit of sauce on your cheek, don't freak out. Don't make a scene. Just calmly excuse yourself to the ladies' room. That's why we always carry a touch-up kit. Your purse should have your lipstick, a small pressed powder, a few cotton swabs, and a tiny mirror. A quick 5-minute reset in the bathroom can fix almost anything. Use the cotton swab to precision clean any smudges, dab a little powder over the spot, reapply your lip, and you are back in the game, looking as fresh as you did when you walked in. I remember one of my first times out, I was so nervous, I barely touched my food. I just sat there sipping water through a straw and nodding while my friends ate these delicious-looking steaks. I felt like a ghost at the table. But then I realized, I'm paying for this meal, I'm wearing this gorgeous outfit, and I'm with people I love. Why am I letting a little bit of powder and paint dictate my joy? Once I learned these little tricks, the dabbing, the small bites, the matte lips, the world opened up. I could be the glamorous version of myself and still enjoy a chocolate lava cake. And you can too. It's about balance. It's about recognizing that your presentation is an art form, but your life is meant to be lived. So next time you're getting ready to head out, don't hold back on the glam because you're worried about dinner. Go for the bold lip. Go for the dramatic highlight. Just pack your little kit. Remember to dab instead of wipe, and bring the food to your face, not your face to the food. You are a star, and the world is your dining room. You have the right to look spectacular and feel satisfied at the same time. Never let the fear of a smudge keep you from the table. Before I let you go, I want to hear from you. What's your go-to safe food when you're out in full makeup? Or do you have a horror story about a burger that fought back? Let's talk about it in the comments, because honestly, we've all been there, and sharing these tips makes the community stronger and more confident. If this video helped you feel a little more ready for your next night out, please hit that subscribe button and join our family here at My Life, My Rules. We're all about celebrating who you are, exactly as you are. Go out there, eat something delicious, and stay fabulous. You've got this. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching till now. It means the world to have you here. This community is all about empowering each other and celebrating the incredible journeys of everyone on their path to living authentically. If you're ever feeling lost or alone, remember you have a whole family here for you. Hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and let's keep inspiring each other, sending you all the love and strength in the world. Until next time, live your life by your rules.